Good morning, YouTube. We are up, we are at it, and we are excited for a very good leg session today. But before, we need to make our pre-workout. And for those that follow me on Instagram and have been following me for a while, know that I am an oats lover. If you had to pick one, Chris likes to ask this question, if you had to pick one meal that you had to eat for the rest of your life every single day, what would it be? Mine would be oats. Yes, it would, but we are in prep. I still have my oats, but I have made a little swap. So about a week and a half ago, I decided to convert to the cream of rice gang, the core gang. I've officially joined the core gang. So last year when I did my first prep, I tried cream of rice. I disliked it. I tried it different ways and it just was not the one for me. Even got to the point where I was having 20 grams of oats, which sounds crazy. As you get lean, your body then gets intolerant to some foods, and every time I had oats, my 20 grams of oats, I used to get bloated. So then we had to swap it out for rice cakes. So I think it was 2 weeks leading up to the show, I was just eating rice cakes, which wasn't very nice, as you can imagine. So Chris has been eating cream of rice for about probably 11 or 10 weeks out. We are now 5 weeks out, so that is exciting. It is coming so quick, the time is flying. And like I said, about a week and a half ago, I've decided to start doing cream of rice because Chris's cream of rice was smelling so nice, and every time we go into the gym, everyone asks, what are you eating? It smells so nice, it looks so nice. So I thought I'd share with you guys how I figured out a way that, one, I enjoy it, because if you're very particular on textures, which I am, just this way it works for me. So hopefully, if you haven't found a way of making cream of rice, hopefully this works for you as well. These are flavors that we've tried and that we like. So this one is salted caramel. We have a blueberry muffin, which Chris rates. I haven't tasted this one yet, but blueberry muffin, he has it for his post-workout. We have tried the cookies and cream, which is the first one, and this is very nice as well. So if you are looking for flavor, we recommend all of these. I keep this short and sweet, as it's just about cream of rice. I'll demonstrate me making my pre-workout, which will be the salted caramel one paired with chocolate brownie whey protein from Perform, which is so nice. So we'll run through it. First things first, what you'll need is obviously the cream of rice, your whey protein, cinnamon, baking powder, some 0-calorie toffee drops. Today I'm trying butter biscuit flavor. And you'll need a whisk. Do not do this with a fork. I did this in our previous YouTube video. It's long. Get yourself a whisk, it makes it so much quicker. A spoon, a microwave, and a full boiled kettle. So I'm going to put that on now. Full boiled kettle, so that we can get this rolling. When that is boiled, we get ready for it. So I put this on the side. I will process to this because it just works. This doesn't take long. So if you are one that doesn't have time in the mornings and you need to do this quite quickly, literally you can boil this when you boiled your water for your coffee. So do it at the same time. Reason for me moving on to cream of rice is because I had calorie drop. So now I'm on 30 grams of cream of rice or oats, which was very little. I was having a small Tupperware like this, but maybe half, and as you can imagine, it's not very filling. So we need to be creative, go for ideas that things when your calories are quite low, things that are gonna keep you fuller for longer, or at least mentally feel like you're having more, this is what cream of rice does, because literally this is 30 grams of core. So let me show you a little bit more. Here we go. Bush bosh. So that is 30 grams of cream of rice. It's not much, but let me show you the magic. So first things first, once you've got your cream of rice in there of choice, whatever you choose, I like to put cinnamon, so depending on the flavor, but cinnamon goes nice with this, as I love cinnamon. I put quite a bit in there, cinnamon, and then some baking powder. So I normally put like not even a half a teaspoon, just a little on the end. Pop that in, and then we get to work. We get whisking. So let me put this to the side. Cool. Get your whisk in one hand. If you're right-handed, which I am, but whisk with your right hand and hold the kettle in the other hand. If you're the other way around, do it the other way around. So the idea is you start whisking before you pour the water. You're going to pour the water slowly. It's going to become very thick. So I start whisking, pour some water. It becomes foamy as well because of the baking powder. So we'll whisk, 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 and I'll stop before it overflows. See if you can see that. So as you can see, so now I'll whisk it, and it's gonna start to become a little thick. Try to get the corners so that you can get all the powder which gets to the corners. If you can't get it with the whisk, you can use a spoon. So boom, that's quick. So as you can see now, it is become thicker, and there are corner bits, so let's get the corner bits. There we go. Let's get all my corner bit pieces. Okay, boom. So once it's like this, what I like to do is put in my 0 calorie flavor drops now. So I will put about 3, 1, 2, 3. Got this from Myprotein. In our coffee, we use the toffee flavor, but for the core, we use butter biscuit. And I've got loads of flavors, so decide on what you like. Okay, mix it through, and then I add more water. So as you can see, this is just volumizing it. It's added a little bit more water. It's become a little bit more watery now. So the idea is the more water you add, the more you get. So I'm gonna just add a touch more so that it's like roughly how much I like. But again, you can add as much as you want. If you're gonna put quite a bit of water, what I would recommend is adding a few more of the next steps in. So my recommendation is do it to about this, so that it's now liquid like that, and then we pop it in the microwave. Get that out the way. Pop this in here, and I pop it on for 30 seconds. And then while I wait, normally I'll get started on the next one, because what I do is I make 2 pre-workout meals, one for myself, one for Chris, and then 1 post-workout cream of rice, which is Chris's blueberry one. So this I've done already the night before. I weigh it out, and then in the morning I just literally put the water in, stir, pop them in the microwave, and I literally go back and forth with them. So now I would have done this process, popping the next one in, but as I'm showing you one, I'll just do the one. So now it's come out, it's become a little bit more like how do you say, gooey. And then what I do now is I add in the whey protein. Also, depending on the power of your microwave, I would watch this. So as I know already, the power 30 seconds is fine. Any longer, I would watch it, because as it is in there, it's like it's cooking, and then and because of the baking powder, it raises and then you can have an overspill incident, which you don't want, especially early in the morning. To clean up is not very nice. Then you pop in your whey protein. I have 30 grams, so depending on what you're allowed or what you have. There we go. And then I will stir again. So now I use a spoon. I just find it's better. I use the spoon to get the whey protein. So when I'm stirring, I'll also get it off the corners, stir in the middle a bit, off the corners, stir a bit, and then you get a very nice consistency. And then I forgot actually one of my magic secrets I put in here, which I'll get out now. And then in the pants. And then I add just a little bit of almond milk. I don't weigh this out, it's just literally a drop. Add that in, or you could add a little bit more water in. And stir that again. And that should be done. And then I pop it for the last time in the microwave. So, as I mentioned, if you want more, make it in a bigger Tupperware, and then in this step you can add more water, pop it back in, stir it again until you get to the consistency you like. So you go back and forth with the microwave and stirring, but we found that this is enough for us. So another 30 seconds and then it should be done. Awesome. Pause.
No Mendes. What this means today, the weather.
Oh, is this how you're announcing it? Wow, go for it.
This
Explain.
is something that we've been secretly working on behind the scenes, right? Very, very exciting stuff. And since it actually was received, it's been super sunny. It was 26 degrees yesterday and I couldn't actually wear it, so I was actually a bit sad. So then I had it all out and everything and I couldn't wear it, but now it is raining again today, so I get to put this on, which actually makes the day being gloomy so much better, because this is the comfiest hoodie I've ever owned. And for those who know me,
look at it, it's like a pillow on your head. Imagine.
It's so
Imagine.
good. It's so soft.
So soft.
The quality is
The
absolutely
inside
amazing. It's got
like
a fleece inside. Anyway, so that was my little announcement.
Been a goal of ours for quite a while, but as now on prep and we stopped taking clients, so we had a little bit more time, a little bit more creative brain going, even with prep brain. And this is really excited us. So Chris started with playing around with like
this is nice.
Logos.
I wanted to release something that I was super proud of.
Wearing ourselves.
And like the whole quality, the feel of it on the skin, everything like that. So now the fact that the weather is rubbish
and we're going into winter,
it actually brightens my day, because this honestly is the comfiest. It feels like I'm wearing a cuddle.
Definitely. You want to show the back?
Oh,
do you? Okay,
it's got something really cool on the back, but maybe
so it's got a back as well, which is really cool. So we'll be announcing a launch date if you'd like one. Awesome. Back to the call. So now that's in the out of the microwave. Again, like I mentioned, it depends on your consistency. This is like, I like to call it, it's between a cake and a mousse. That is what the consistency. If you like it more like a cake, pop it back in, it cooks for longer. But this is what I like. So there we go. Next thing is toppings. We love toppings, don't we? Depending on what you are allowed, we found this. Well, Chris, when I first met Chris, he had this in his fridge, and this was bangs. We used to have this with protein pancakes. It's like near 0 calories, and I drizzle this on top, and it's so nice. So get yourself some of this Walden Farms near 0 caramel flavored syrup. It is things. So I used to have peanut butter with this. but because it's dropped to 10 grams, which I feel like is not much, I now have 10 grams of dark chocolate, which melts very nicely on top. Get a scissors, and then I just pop that on top. Boom. And I will weigh out my syrup. So I have 10 grams of this. There we go. And then lastly, paired with berries, which I will put on when I'm at the gym. So I'll put this in a separate Tupperware just because of the heat. But that's that, guys. It's done and it's so yummy. So there we go, cream of rice. I've got to do the other ones now. So I just wanted to show you the blueberry muffin one, which is 50 grams. So if you can see the difference, this is 30 grams. This is 40 grams. And this is 50 grams. So there we go. So, what was I saying? This one I paired with, so blueberry core with the Biscoff biscuit, caramel biscuits flavor in there, all nice. And then as Chris, he loves raspberries, but he no longer is allowed raspberries. So these are my raspberries for my core. We got him some of, also from Walden's Farm, a near zero raspberry flavored spread, which tastes so nice. And I add 15 grams of that, so it's like a jelly consistency, and then just put a little bit of that on for him, and it's as if he's having a little bit of raspberry. So as you can see, when you're on prep, you have to be creative so that you make the whole process just a little bit more enjoyable. You know, everything revolves around your meal timings, your food, what you eat. So we really look forward to our food because we really put a lot of effort into it, and that is his post workout. So after he trains, he has this all done. We are ready to go. So we'll catch you at the gym or somewhere, wherever we go to next.